How's it going, y'all? ALTX here, and today I'm going to be bringing you round 22 of my NR2003 2019 season. This is round 2 of the playoffs from Watkins Glen, and he'll be eating for a little bit, and then maybe his commentary will be less limited, but I have Nick in the call with me. He made some good eggies, and rather than starting with starting lineup, we're going to start with the playoff standings right now. Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick, the two dominating factors of it right now. Harvick picking up win number 5, easily the most wins by any driver, also the most top 5s, but the consistency award is going to Kyle Busch. Okay, Lisa, I'm going to get out of here. The consistency award goes to the 18 of Kyle Busch, 14 top 10s, that's the most of any driver this season. And I was trying to find ways to add more bonus points because there was already 5 bonus points for a win, so each pole is going to be 1 bonus point. I'm going to try and keep track of laps led. Lead the most laps, it's a bonus point. It was definitely Kevin Harvick last week by a decent margin over Kyle Busch. It's usually pretty obvious with NR 2003 and laps led, so be keeping track of that. So it's not a lot of bonus points, but who knows, it could matter. A little bit further back is Johnson, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, and everybody else is actually pretty close, all the way back to Suarez where there's a drop-off, and then Jones and Larson arguably in the worst situations. And we're going to go ahead and see where everybody's starting. I'm going to go ahead and move this grid over to the right. See, we've got about 2 minutes for this. So we're not doing that whole starting it. We're just doing the playoff contenders, and there's 2 of them right here. Kevin Harvick, 2nd in points. Kyle Busch, 4th in points, starting on the front row. Kyle Busch winning an astonishing 6th pole of the season. Yeah, that should be 5 points. It should say 5 poles on the grid, but I have 6 there for some reason. So that 6 is just going to stay the way it is. A 6th pole of the season for Kyle Busch. And then starting 4th, that is, it's different here. It's weird here. Denny Hamlin is starting 4th. Behind them is Jimmy Johnson and Martin Truex Jr. Truex, the current points leader. The way things stand right now, I believe he will have it by like 4 points over Harvick, but there's a long way to go in the playoffs. Then we got Eric Almirola and Kyle Larson looking to rebound after a disappointing run last week. I don't think I caught it in the video, but we did go back and look at what happened. 32 kind of just turned himself coming up onto the track, and then the 43 hit him, and Larson had nowhere to go. So that put Larson a lap down and basically ended his race before it started, which is why he's at the bottom of the grid. A little bit further on back is Brad Keselowski, and if we look even further back, Eric Jones is back here. Jones, a little bit of an opposite situation to Kyle Larson. They haven't been as quick, and they're only really 1 point better than Larson's situation, so they're going to have to make a major step up here. And then behind him, and the field is gridded very awkwardly. I don't know why it is like this. And then there's a Stewart-Haas duo of Clint Bowyer and Daniel Suarez. Not terrible situations for either of them. Suarez on the low end of points. Bowyer looked like he was going to be the dominating factor of the season, but fell off late in the regular season. And we'll see their answer to that at Watkins Glen. I think Command's coming, so it's coming soon. And then the last of the playoff drivers, Alex Bowman starting the deepest in the field. I don't even know what row this is because it's all types of jacked up and screwed up. Now there will be a command, and for the whole pace lap at Watkins Glen, I'm going to have to try and find something else to talk about.
Some good fucking eggs.
Caught him at the tail end, but you didn't. I think you got start your engines pretty good there. As you'll see them all come out of pit road very awkwardly. Everybody starts rolling. I think they get out fine, though. It's not really much of a problem. The 2 cars, for whatever reason, paced all the way back there. Come out, and then the rest of the field catches up. And then it fixes itself. I'm not sure why it's like that, but it is. So, guys like Kyle Larson and Eric Jones had bad weeks last week. Both finished 35th and 36th, respectively. It's better to happen in the first race of this 10-race stretch, or really 9-race stretch to the last race. Better to happen in round 1 than round 7, when it's too late to recover. They've still got 8 races, a couple consistent good runs by them, and maybe some sour luck for guys like Truex and Harvick and Kyle Busch. Some sour luck for those guys, and you could easily see either of them back in that playoff hunt. And those are just the bottom 2. Right now, anything's up for grabs, and I don't think we'll truly know who's going to be a good contender for those final 4 spots until about halfway through this thing. You know, around, let's see, what do I have here on the schedule? Ahead of us, after this race, we will go to Chicago, then Talladega, then Texas, and then around Vegas with 5 races to go. It'll start to become a little bit more clear who's going to be making it into that Final Four, and whoever's at the bottom of the grid might have some pretty low odds of making it in. Really only needing wins at that point. Finale is slated to be at Atlanta. I might swap some tracks around, to be honest. It might be at Chicago, because Chicago is really good. I'm going to decide that soon. If the finale is at Chicago, the next week's at Atlanta. If the finale is at Atlanta, the next race is Chicago. So we'll just have to see what happens there. This race was supposed to be the Charlotte Roval, but I could not find a Charlotte Roval that was good. After looking around for a while, I saw a stupid test one, which was made a couple of years back, like a fantasy one, and it really wasn't good. And fortunately, we found a good Watkins Glen, where there have been some problems with wrecking off the last corner and nailing the pit exit, or pit wall. So hopefully we don't have any of that. I'm really hoping it's not like the last time I tried to record a Watkins Glen race and got pissed off because they couldn't run green for more than a lap. As they come out of turn... Nick, what is it, turn 10?
Turn 11.
Alright, I don't know this track very well. Alright, yeah, I do know it well. I just don't know the turn numbers. Kyle Busch takes us down the front stretch through the box. He goes late. Green flag is out, and we are racing in New York.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Oh boy, lots of stragglers. There's a big old gap there as all the cars dive down to the first turn. Very close racing there. People fanning out. Some obvious frame rate issues.
Oh, God.
3 wide up through the S's. Oh, Harvick!
Oh, they reckon.
Johnson in the wall. Harvick hard in the wall. Keselowski. Oh, no.
Watch out.
Lock out. Lots of playoff drivers involved. Harvick, Keselowski, Johnson. Huge wreck right away.
No. They're still wrecking.
Almirola's in it. They're still wrecking back there, yeah. Wow. That is an explosive start. Brad Keselowski there. Lots of damage to his machine as we move up further. Eric Almirola, I think, actually, is clean. Kevin Harvick has a lot of swirl. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Harvick slowing the bus stop.
My goodness. He's taking Almirola. That's all of Stewart House.
Oh, no. We got tempers flaring. We got cars
everywhere. Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Hemrick. Oh, Hemrick. Nowhere to go. Oh,
Stewart House Racing just got yeeted. Oh, my God.
Stewart House Racing is gone.
As they come around, Jimmy Johnson has damage to his nose and right side. Eric Jones is clean. Oh, Ryan Reed's in the wall. Oh, my God.
Trouble everywhere.
Alex Bowman's fine. Clint Boyd, all of Stewart Haas Racing is damaged.
Literally, the whole Stewart Haas Racing is dead.
Martin Truex Jr. is fine. Denny Hamlin is fine. And miraculously, Kyle Larson just has a little bit of damage on that left side. And Kyle Busch, of course, is fine. That is crazy. That takes out a lot of guys. Not of the race, but of good contention for this race. And wow, that definitely flips things on its head. We're going to have to go take a look at the replay. All right, so this starts all the way at the start of the S's. Truex is looking under Harvick. Larson has a good drive down in there, and they're 3 wide, and there's just not enough room. I don't know if Larson knows they're 3 wide, but wow, he doors Truex, and then Truex slides up into the 4 car. And you see the 11 and the 48. Looks like Johnson tried to check up and slid it into the wall. Harvick noses it into the wall there, and then all hell breaks loose. Johnson nowhere to go, runs into Harvick. Keselowski hard on the brakes there. Runs into him. Boyer's there. Look further back. There's Suarez and Jones slowing down to avoid it. There's more stack-ups happening up there. And then it just doesn't end. Suarez runs into the back of Brad Keselowski, and then Nemechek and Stenhouse, and just everything happens. And then some of these guys get it back going. There's Almirola working to get it back going. And I'm not even sure what happened to Harvick. Oh, yeah, he was very damaged. That car was severely wounded. You see, he can't even get it back up to speed as everybody gets around him. And unfortunately, he's got a couple teammates back there. I think it's Suarez that runs into him. No, Almirola. Oh, I didn't even see that. Eric Almirola. Did we see that? No, we didn't. Eric Almirola ran into him. I think we did. And then it doesn't end. He gets turned back around, and all of Stewart Haas Racing is just in one big scrap. And then Emmerich, insult to injury, plows into him. And Kevin Harvick is absolutely destroyed. There's your points leader. Oh my God, it won't even turn. This car's ruined. All right, we'll see what's left of the chase field when we go back green in just a moment. We are back live at the Glen, and the retirements are in. 3 playoff drivers out of the race. Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola. And if we'll look at it here, Eric Almirola 8th, Keselowski 5th, and thank goodness for Kevin Harvick. He's up there in points. He'll probably fall somewhere back here, but he's still in it. Eric Almirola is going to be in trouble, I can tell you that for sure. And it's not just those guys being out of the race. If we go further up, Suarez is 31st with, significant damage. 48 Carb Johnson, they got some of that damage repaired, but not much of the nose damage. It's going to hurt them going forward. We've got some more damage too, I'm pretty sure. Clint Boyer, right? Where's Boyer? Bowman got away from... Oh, here's Boyer. Wow. They got a lot of it fixed. So Boyer's still up here running... Where is this? 9th. He's going to try and hold it up there as much as he can. And then really, I think all the guys up here are fine. Larson's got a little bit of damage on that left side. I don't think it's going to hurt him that bad. But the top 5 are all playoff except for Joey Logano. And I keep thinking Joey Logano's playoff. He really should be playoff. He was up at the front last week, and he's here now.
Squeaky chair hours.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something important. You said squeaky
nothing
chair.
important. Squeaky chair hours.
That's pretty important. So, Kyle Busch at the head of the field. He's got some hungry cats behind him, especially Kyle Larson. As they come across the box to take the green flag once again, we are back underway at Watkins Glen. See if we can make it half a lap. As they'll get hard on the brakes and dive down into turn 1. I don't think we're going to have the same sort of calamity. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Ryan Reed backs out. Reed backs out of it. Averts disaster.
Smart.
Thank goodness. He learned his lesson.
Oh, what happened? They witnessed.
Kyle Busch leading the field. Joey Logano hot on his tail. And it doesn't seem like that damage is affecting the 42 of Larson. He is actually starting to attack Joey Logano for that 2nd position. And there seems to be quite the divide between the top 4 and the rest of the field.
Was that 3 wide back there? Almost 2.
Just about 3 wide. It was pretty close. Larson to the inside of Logano here. This is going to be tight out the corner. We've seen a lot of problems with cars being side by side. Oh, he cleared him.
He got by.
What a pass. Kyle Larson up to 2nd. Kyle Busch kisses the wall.
Barely scrapes the wall. Logano gets a good run. They're going to be 3 maybe going down.
Oh, I don't know. It might be. Denny Hamlin's going to send it. No, Logano pulls back into line. Probably wisely. Kyle Larson looking for the lead. It's all over the back of Kyle Busch. Dare I say it, the Kyle and Kyle show. As we know everybody loves to hear. I think the 42 got a slightly better arc into that corner. Chase Elliott, wow, he also gotten really wide there. Truex got in for the best. Oh, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Oh, he's slow. Austin Dillon runs into him. Oh, look out. Johnson and Suarez are behind that.
That's a caution.
That's a caution. I was mainly watching the 48 and the 41 because they are playoffs drivers. It looks like they got away clean. Caution's out, but I think they are going to race it back. Kyle Larson, oh dear. I don't know what happened to Kyle Larson.
Wide.
Hamlin came to town. Denny Hamlin up to 2nd place. I believe they are going to race it back here. Larson still looks like he's got a lane under Denny Hamlin. He might try and clear him. Newman went low to pass Logano. Logano blocks.
Went wide.
And Larson's been so strong there in turn 10, it looks like. He's completed 2 passes there now. Kyle Busch. Oh, Hamlin hits the wall.
Oh, Hamlin just smacked the wall.
Hamlin knocked it down. Kyle Busch touched it a little bit. Uh-oh. There's another car. Oh, my God. Oh, Jimmy Johnson. His car isn't destroyed enough. He kills the other side of his car. Oh, my God. So Kyle Busch, right. I don't know how much Kyle Busch can do to his... Oh, my God. Denny Hamlin. Wow.
That's a lot of damage.
Got a little bit too excited with it. We'll go take a look at the replay. Nick went to go turn his stove up. You can see the contact there sends Earnhardt out of control. He's working to get it back going. He gets it turned back the right direction, but that wall sneaks up on him real quick. He hits that really hard. And he's trying to get it back going straight. Austin Dillon just nowhere to go. Comes up behind him. Looks like everybody else is going to get away scot-free. Oh, never mind. Berryhill actually made contact and did hit the wall quite hard. So, we'll go back green now and bring you the restart. Actually, before the restart, we're going to keep track of who's pitting and who's staying out. Ryan Newman has not... oh, wow. Nice voice crack. Ryan Newman looks like he's going to stay out. Wow. Very, very bold move by Ryan Newman. It looks like he's not alone. Alex Bowman's going to stay out. My goodness. Matt DiBenedetto is going to stay out. Some of the field scrambles to get caught up. Who's that staying out back there? Is that, dare I say, the 87 of Nemechek is staying out on track. Wow. So as the field up pulls into their pit stalls, I feel like the 42 of Larson and the 11 of Hamlin might take some time to repair some of this damage. And we'll just keep it freeze-framed here and see who wins the race off pit road. Well, there's contact on pit road there between the 34 and the 3. Kyle Busch is going to win it off pit road, and Larson definitely, those guys took some time to repair the damage on their car. For sure, as they lose a lot of ground. Doesn't look like a lot. Or was it 2 tire stops? Yeah, Truex lost a lot of ground, so we had some 2 tire stops for sure. And there's Jimmy Johnson in his pit box. Oh, a 2 tire stop for Johnson as well. Interesting. Only gained a few spots off of it, but very interesting. So I guess we'll go ahead and skip to the green flag and see what happens. 4 cars staying out. Back live, we skipped about a lap of pacing. Ryan Newman, Alex Bowman, Matt DiBenedetto, and the 87 of Joe Nemechek all staying out. I think we definitely had a couple of strategy calls. No, we didn't. It looks like it. Ryan Reed for sure taking 2 tires. 38 taking 2. Truex on 4. Some of these guys took 4. 48 of Johnson took 2 tires, and I'm not really sure if it was an amazing call. I guess we'll have to see how it works out. Alex Bowman, the leading playoff driver right now, but he's got Ryan Newman in front of him and a very small buffer and all those Discord notifications. Jesus Christ, that is loud. So Newman takes us back racing. Logano goes straight to the inside of Kyle Busch. And they're going to go ahead and get right to it. As the car's all snaked down into turn 1. Everything looks good so far. I say good, but they're still kind of all over the place.
They're slinging it.
Up through the S's. This is always a trouble spot. We'll see if they get through battling between the 1 and the 42 there. They all get up safely despite some cars being slower. Bowman hot on the back end of Ryan Newman. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to pull out a pass. Matt DiBenedetto's there too. Don't forget, DiBenedetto putting together a good run with that strategy call to try and keep them out there and gain some track position. Kyle Busch has not benefited at all from pitting. It was actually Joey Logano getting around him and stunting his progress. So this is exactly the sort of race Alex Bowman needs to put himself right up there in contention. Biding his time behind Ryan Newman, not pressing it at all. Waiting to see when will he pull out the pass. If he gets a good enough run off this last turn here. There he goes. Oh, Newman, very close. Very close for sure.
2 wide down in turn 1.
Looks like DiBenedetto's going to try and follow Bowman through here.
Oh, he's looking.
Oh, he's looking for sure. He might have gotten into him a little bit there. Logano's starting to work on Nemechek. This is going to send Alex Bowman to the lead. He's got that preferred line. Oh, very close there between the 95 and the 6. And I don't think we've got calamity anywhere else on the track. Fortunately, not yet.
Oh, there was 3 wide up there, I think. That's kind of scary.
It's close. Alex Bowman
They're good.
Alex Bowman will take the lead as the field all files through and basically cuts the last corner of the bus stop.
So what are they going to have to pit?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know if they're going to have to pit twice, or maybe they'll be able to pit once and the rest of the field also has to pit once.
Maybe.
If that's so, the strategy is working out amazingly for Alex Bowman. Oh, the 87 runs very wide. Here they come now, actually.
Speaking of...
Now, will they be able to go all the way on fuel? I don't know. Oh, contact there between Hamlin and Elliott.
These two have history.
These two have history. Oh, God, don't bring me back to Brandon. In Brandon's world...
These two do have history.
In Brandon's world, everybody has history.
Everybody does have history.
So, if Bowman can go to the end, this is very good for Alex Bowman. He'll be running laps on the freshest tires in the field, and he's not going to have any traffic to race with. So, when everybody else pits, Bowman should have by then built up a very large gap. Ryan Newman did not pit. That's interesting. Newman's staying out longer than all of them. Maybe hoping for...
Pit this time.
He probably has to. I don't know if he can go much longer. Still lots of side-by-side battling back there with the damaged and slow cars. Here's Newman. Everybody else coming out to finish their stops. And should see Newman run wide here if we think he's pitting. Yeah, there he goes. Newman coming on the pit road. Kyle Busch got back around Joey Logano. He will assume the lead. And it looks like he has toned it down a little bit in that last turn. He's not getting nearly as flirty with it as he was earlier.
Logano looking
flirty with his quarter panel. Yeah, he's definitely there. He's got the lane on him. He's going to try and make it stick. These two have history. Yes, sir.
Look at this. The top 4 actually all have history.
They do. Look at that. How about it? Contact there between the 22 and the 18.
Oh, the one.
Oh, Kurt Busch is running wide. Look out. He's going to come right back. Truex is actually a little bit smarter than Austin Dillon and checked up. I wonder if that happened.
The one car got into the back of, what was it? I forgot who it was there.
I don't even know.
Chase Elliott?
You saw it and I didn't. Oh, hold on.
Into the back of Chase Elliott and it almost spun him around.
Hang on.
Hooked Elliott to the outside wall.
Good for Elliott that he's still here, but we got a scrap for the lead now. Kyle Busch is leading. He was able to hold off Joey Logano, but now Denny Hamlin is there. Hamlin, despite his hefty left side damage, he's able to keep up there with the field. He's actually going to get by Joey Logano. Hamlin through to second. Ryan Reed ran wide there. Reed holding his own on 2 tires. As the whole field files out, I heard contact. I did hear contact. Oh my goodness. Logano and Elliott must have gotten into it. No caution.
Oh, wow.
This is going to be 3 wide. They did. They must have gotten into it, and they must have saved it. I heard it. I didn't see it, though. And now... Oh, yeah, they're back with the 1 car. Things are starting to get pretty crazy. People are starting to make a lot of contact. Oh, nice echo. Love that. Can you fix that, please? Thank you. Nick!
Alright, as my microphone cut out,
that was a nice echo.
Issue, yeah, looking 4th, by the way.
Oh, look at that.
Somebody's around. Heads up, big junk.
McDonald's on his roof.
Upside down.
Oh my goodness, they're still wrecking. Oh my goodness, Boyer and Truex ran into him. No, that's the points leader.
Big wreck.
Oh my goodness.
This works out perfect for the top runners. They didn't have. Reed.
Oh my God. And Joey Logano, he is out of the race.
Logano's killed.
Ryan Reed was having such a good run. And did you notice?
I saw somebody get punted through the grass.
I don't know. I didn't see it at all. I noticed the 48 and the 14 stuck by. That's going to help them a lot for sure. But, oh my God, Truex, he's still slinging it and you can't see. All right. How about it? Let's go see a replay.
How about it?
Okay, so this was a pretty huge wreck. So 16 gets hooked right there. Hits that wall hard. It sends him back spinning. And he is absolutely along for that. You'll peep Elliott over here spinning off. Truex runs into there. And Ryan Reed, there's nothing he can do. His brakes are locked up. He's along for the ride. And nothing Joey Logano can do about this. Logano, then he gets creamed by the 39. Wow. Up on his side. The fun doesn't stop there.
If you're wondering, those 3 other cars in the back that spun off, they spun off by themselves.
Look at these guys here.
Everybody else was involved.
Look at the 32, the 48. Oh, Stenhouse.
Castle.
And then Truex, I don't.
All the smoke, you couldn't see him.
Yeah, must have. See an interesting view from Stenhouse. He almost gets caught up in the chaos here. Wiggling his way through and shoots the gap. A couple other guys like the 48, the 14, and the 32 also make it through. We'll go back live with the restart right now. Back live. Another major retirement has happened. Martin Truex Jr. has parked it. He is out. The top 2 in points have now retired. Another major story. Nobody pit. So are they even good on fuel? I don't know. We'll find out. Could be a race for the win. It could all be pointless, but we're going to have to find out if they're good to the end. Could Bowman not be good on fuel? Could anybody be good on fuel? Who knows? We'll have to see. Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, 1-2, will bring us back to the green flag. It'll be Kyle Busch again. And I would say at this point, I am fairly certain he has locked up the bonus point for most laps led. They all dive down into turn 1. Kyle Busch runs wide. Nobody's going to be giving an inch of this last stretch. Oh, Kyle Larson gets under Kyle Busch. Larson to the lead. Almost.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Busch fights back, but Larson gets a great run off.
Here comes Hamlin. Hamlin doesn't even want to help his teammate.
No. Kyle,
get the run on Larson.
I don't think so. Larson's going to pull Kyle Busch up. Kyle Larson goes to the lead.
The thing is, who's going to pit and who doesn't?
It's hard to say. Kyle Larson has a good lead, but are they good on fuel?
I don't think they are. I mean, what did they last pit? Lap 3?
And it's not necessarily just Kyle Larson, you know? And here's the thing. Even if these guys aren't good on fuel, they're still probably going to finish in the top 10 because only 4 guys have more fuel than the rest of the field, and that's like Bowman and Nemechek and all those guys. So we'll just have to see what happens. Are they good on fuel? I don't know.
It's going to be close. I don't know. I don't think they will be.
Oh, there's some people pitting. Yep, here we come. I don't think they're good.
Think they're going to be good.
That is huge. That is Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, Stenhouse, and Ty Dillon all coming down pit road.
The people that really, I don't know if they have to pit, they might have to pit, are going to be the 88, the 87.
These 4 right here, actually.
Yeah, literally, those 4.
The 88, the 87, the 95, and there's one more. I forgot who it was. Ryan Newman.
6, but he's
well, actually, look, he's ahead of them. Bowman is in traffic.
Yeah.
So tires are not the issue. They're still fast. Well, I guess tires are the issue because they're, look at the best lap and last lap. Well, last lap was the first lap under green. Whatever. Surprised Hamlin's still up here with how hard he hit the wall. All right, well, coming to 2 to go this time. I wouldn't be surprised if we see all these guys come on pit road this time. And here they come. We'll see who comes and who stays. Bubba staying on track. Uh-oh. That could be a caution. No, right there it is. Ryan Newman. Alex Bowman. All still on track.
The people that we thought.
Can they go all the way?
Catch him?
I think they can go the distance. But now it's going to be...
If they can't go to the distance, are they going to catch him? I think they might.
Alex Bowman was only the same pace as Ryan Newman last time because he was being held up by his damaged teammate Chase Elliott. He's got 2 laps to track down Newman. This could be the race for the win as the rest of the field is on pit road. Obviously, I'm going to pan away to the race off pit road because this is more important than what's going on there right now as Bowman won't catch him anytime soon. Larson loses a lot of ground on pit road. He'll be racing Blaney on exit. As all these guys come out.
Oh, they're catching him.
Whoa, what is this? Oh, my goodness. Wait,
what happened here? Wait, where's the 18?
There's the 18. There's Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, there they are.
Wait. Strategy?
Did they 2 tires?
It must have been a 2-tire call. That could be a playoff-saving strategy. Who knows? We'll have to see. For now, I'm going to go back and look. Alex Bowman, white flag is out.
Pitting.
No.
I don't know if they'll be able to catch him.
I don't think they will. Alex Bowman was half a second quicker, but the gap that time was just over half a second. Bowman's going to have to push hard, and he might catch him. I don't know. Newman was really slow through turn 1 there. I think Bowman can catch him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to pass him. That was his fastest lap of the race, so he's definitely putting it all on the line.
It's going to be really close. He might get him in the final 2 corners, maybe.
It might be where it is. He's got to run down the backstretch. He was faster up through the S's. He's getting closer as they break down to the bus stop. Oh, he gets a great angle to the bus stop there. He picked up a large chunk. He's very close.
Oh, he's so close.
It's going to be all about the carousel here. He's gaining. This is huge. Down this backstretch. I don't know. He might. I don't know if he's going to be. I think you might be right. He's going to be just a little bit short.
Oh, he's right there.
He's right there. If Newman hits the wall or runs wide this last corner, I don't think it's going to happen. Ryan Newman is going to shock the whole league. Oh, he almost hits the wall at the corner.
Close.
On a strategy call. Ryan Newman's going to win the race. Bowman third. DiBenedetto fourth.
Back there.
They are wrecking back there. And Jeffrey Earnhardt. How about it?
5th?
Jeffrey Earnhardt's going to finish 5th. Where's the field? Where the hell's the field?
Wait, where are they?
Oh, they're so far back. That's right. That's right. They had to pit. All right, we'll see them coming across the line here. Here they come. Kyle Busch, first loser. Then it will be Hamlin, the 13 to 12. Larson, Johnson, Byron, Stenhouse, rest of the playoff field, and this is going to rock the whole playoff grid. Ryan Newman winning his first race of the season, just a little bit too late. But if we just look at the final results, Alex Bowman finishing second, the only playoff driver in the top 5. Busch, Hamlin 6th and 7th. Kyle Larson finishing 10th. That's definitely good for them. 48, that team pulled out some strategy and absolutely saved their race. A surefire 28th place finish is turning into P11 for them. Clint Boyer is going to bring it home 15th after some sour luck. And then here are the big blows. Daniel Suarez, not the run they were looking for, surely closer to the bottom of the grid now, finishing 23rd. Eric Jones finishing 25th, sinking even further. Martin Truex Jr., the points leader, retired, and that's not the end of it. There's 34, 35th, 36. Eric Almirola, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski out of the race. Did not finish, and Jeffrey Earnhardt has binned it. And this might get ugly. Nope, okay, he got out of there. Definitely a thriller of a race, and now that I've ran through the important standings, or final race standings, I'm going to cut the recording, record points, record bonus points, and record all the other stats. And before the video ends, I'll give you all a preview of the points heading into the next race, which is either Chicago and or Atlanta. All right, points have been all tallied up, and I am going to continue to harp on the fact that Kyle Busch is the model for consistency. First of all, Martin Truex Jr. is the... Oh my God, what is this? Stop. What the hell is going on? Stop that. Oh my God, stop. What the fuck? Help. I don't want to click that. I do not know how to use Excel. What is going on? Oh. Can I just Command Z everything? What the fuck is this? Help. Yeah, that's right. And he has 1 win. No! Oh my God. Stop. Shit. Get that out of there. Get all this out of here. Did I just screw this up? Hello? Hello? Alright, so this is going to be weird for the rest of the season, but I guess this is how it's going to... Okay, it's fixed. I don't even know what just happened. Martin Truex Jr. is still the points leader after a disastrous day for him, resulting in his second DNF of the season. However, he is still ahead in the points by just 6 points over Jimmy Johnson. Johnson jumps up from 3rd to 2nd with a race-saving strategy call at the end to net them at least another 15 points. It was a difference for them between 8th on the grid and 2nd on the grid, really. Or 7th on the grid, or whatever the hell it is. But, you know, not impressive resume there for him, but it's going to put him up there. And Kyle Busch continuing to be the model of consistency. Again, series leading 15 top 10s. That's 3 more than any other driver has. So consistency is the name of the game for Kyle Busch. He's going to move up to the 3rd seed, and a disastrous race from Kevin Harvick results in a DNF from him. Minimal point game. He's going to drop down to the 4th seed. So I'm going to go ahead and reorder these as I go. Denny Hamlin with a good finish of P7 is going to jump from 7th place up to 5th place. And he is only just behind Kevin Harvick, and just 1 point behind him is Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman, with a runner-up finish, nearly won the race. If he had won the race, it would have been 6 more points for him, and he would have jumped up to 4th on the grid. But going from 9th to 6th isn't too bad either. Clint Boyer is going to drop down a spot after a mediocre 15th place finish, and Brad Keselowski, with his first DNF of the entire season, is going to drop from 5th to 8th in that grid. Eric Almirola is going to plummet just 1 position further. Daniel Suarez isn't really going to move anywhere. Kyle Larson is only going to move up 1 spot, but what's worth noting is he was previously 20-something points behind the next guy, well, now he's only 1 point behind Suarez, 3 behind Almirola, and he's just behind all these guys. There's still a gap there between the 14 and the 2, but a good run here for Kyle Larson, finishing 10th. What could have been a win if the strategy played in their hands. You know, it really put him back in there, and a couple more runs like that, we could see him getting closer to the top of the boards. Eric Jones, unfortunately, a 35th and a 25th place pair of runs to start off his playoff push. Not good for him. He's put himself in quite the hole. At this point, it looks like I'm seeing 62 points out of the points lead, which is really what matters at this point, your distance from the points lead. He's 62 points out. which is about a race and a half worth of points. So he is in a huge hole, and they're going to have to step it up and really, really work hard over these next few races to try and put themselves back in contention. Because right now, he's a non-factor, he's out of it, and he is well behind contention. The drivers making the best cases so far, Truex, Kyle Busch, Harvick, and now Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson winning the race at Richmond, following it up with a second-place finish last week at whatever the first race was. I forgot it was. I don't remember. Damn it. It was Kentucky. And even here, he had some good speed at the start of the race. He was running up there and just got caught up in an accident, and they fell back there. They made one strategy call to gain him some ground, and then on the last stop of the day, it looked like a fuel-only call, or at least a fuel-only call, maybe no tires. No, it definitely has to be fuel-only because it put him from like 20th up to 7th. He came out of pit road 7th, obviously slipped back to 11th, but he was able to hang on in a big net gain of positions. The relentlessness there is what's going to keep them in it and actually gain some ground on some of these guys that didn't have good days. And hopefully them, like everybody else in this playoff hunt, are going to be hoping to carry over the momentum into next week, as I will decide whether we go to Chicago or Atlanta for the next race. That's completely undecided. Sorry, I just paused the recording and muted my mic. I thought I heard something. Anyways, so I have screwed something else up again. That is car 48, not car dash dash. All right, so most laps led today. We'll go. Wait, who led the most laps? Kyle Busch. Yeah, I already gave him the bonus point for it. Kyle Busch leading the most laps today and winning that pole position. Who won the pole? Okay, I went back and looked, and that was actually Kyle Busch's 7th pole of the season. So, that's absolutely insane that Kyle Busch has won another pole. But so far, he's collected the most bonus points in this playoff so far, so never mind. That puts him 2079. And I don't think that's going to change anything in this points ordering. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change anything. The only thing is he's tied with Jimmy Johnson now. So it's a very, very close battle up at the front. But 7 races to go to decide who will make the final 4 and race for a championship. As of right now, it goes Truex, Johnson, Kyle Busch, and Kevin Harvick. But that is very, very subject to change. We'll have to see how it unfolds over the next stretch of races. Thank you all for watching. That's all I've got for this one, and I hope to see you on the next video.